So here we are at the Dead Otter trend, and actually at the 19 grammer at the southeast end of it, 3 kilometres from the trench at Dead Otter. I'm joined today with Emeritus Professor Mary Louise Hill from Lakehead University, and she's come out here with me today to hopefully shed some light on the mineralisation here. So I'm going to ask Mary Louise a couple of questions, so bear with me on this. Nice to be here with you. Mary Louise, what is it that makes structure so critical when we're looking for mineralisation? And specifically, how does that tie in to the structure that you're seeing here at the 19 grammer on the Dead Otter trend?
The structure is the direct record of the deformation that went on when this rock was buried deeply, 20 or 30 kilometers deep. And that's when there was deformation going on associated with moving plates. And as the rock is deforming, it's undergoing change. It's actually flowing even though it's solid rock. And the mineralization is occurring at the same time as the deformation and the metamorphism. And we can get a read on what's going on and therefore predict where things are moving, and most importantly, where mineralization might be concentrated if we can get a handle on the structure here.
Thank you for that, Mary Louise. But let's try and put it in context then. I understand what you're saying about the structure and the deformation being a record and it's ongoing, but when you walk up to an outcrop like the one you have in front of you, what is it that this outcrop is telling you about structure and deformation?
Well, here we can see a band of a granitoid rock, and it's been boudinage. It continues here, and then it's separated and it continues here. So that's telling you during the deformation these different rocks were behaving differently. Interestingly, this rock is also boudinaged here. We've got some movement here. We've got quartz telling us there was a gap here, and this quartz vein is filling it in. So it's quite chaotic what's going on, and that's perfect because it seems like that's where we're going to find the gold, is where the structure is really pretty chaotic and complicated. It means that the deformation is very heterogeneous. There's lots of opportunity for spaces to be filled by quartz, by fluids, and hopefully by our mineralization.
One thing I've learned with my brief time with Mary Louise here in North Hemlo and also at Sunbeam is that she really likes messy rocks, and this looks like a messy rock.
Yep,
so
the messier the better.
So I don't want to predict anything, but you feel that we talked earlier about being in the right environment, but not necessarily in the right zone. But here you feel that we might be coming closer to that zone.
Yeah, the evidence is for some very heterogeneous and high temperature deformation. So this is a good environment. This is a place where we really should spend a lot of time paying attention to this and trying to work out the structure and figuring out where we might find mineralization.
So we want to do some more structural measurements and maybe a little bit of sampling here, because I don't see any channeling here. Yeah, and put the pieces of the jigsaw together. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.